Jennifer Doyle, Chief Executive of Lifelights. Thank you all very much for being here. It's wonderful to have this online celebration with you all, and we're delighted that Lifelights, despite the pandemic, have been able to get to Rebecca House to donate a brand new package of our magical technology for the children that you care for. And it's thanks to the very generous donations from the Provincial Grand Lodge of the Isle of Man that we've been able to provide the children using this hospice service with a new package of technology and support. Now, this package includes maintenance of the technology and training for Rebecca House staff on how to get the best out of it all for the children that they care for. This technology really does make the impossible possible by enabling the children there to play, to be creative, to control something for themselves and communicate for as long as it is possible. Now, one of the exciting new pieces of technology that we've provided is something called the tilt table. As the name implies, the tilt table is a very large touchscreen computer which is able to tilt and move up and down, and it's on wheels, meaning whether a child is sat on the floor or in a wheelchair or in bed, they are able to play games and have fun with it, and everybody can join in. And we hope the children using the services of Rebecca House will love using the new tilt table. But everything that Lifelights does is in partnership with Children's Hospice Services across the British Isles. And so we're delighted to be able to include Rebecca House in this, thanks to our supporters. So I'll now hand over to Vicky Wilson, who's Head of Children and Young People Services at Rebecca House, to say a bit more about this technology and how it impacts the children that they care for. Over to you, Vicky.
Thanks, Simone. From all of us here at Rebecca House, we just want to say a huge thank you to Lifelights for donating this amazing technology, and to the Freemasons of the Isle of Man for making it possible. Having access to the kind of equipment that Lifelights donates is a huge benefit to the children we care for, but also for our staff, as it gives them the chance to develop a better understanding of how they can support these children. Our children get so much joy from being able to play and be creative, just like their brothers and sisters, in spite of their often complex and debilitating conditions. We're so excited to start using the new pieces of technology that we've been received today from Lifelights. And I'm so grateful for the maintenance and technical support, sometimes much needed, that Lifelights offer to us as well. So once again, a heartfelt thank you from all of us here at Rebecca House to Lifelights and the Freemasons of the Isle of Man for your very generous support.
Oh, thank you, Vicky. Yeah, you're right. We couldn't do what we do without our supporters. And I would like to invite Martin Blackburn, Provincial Grand Master of the Isle of Man, to explain why they've chosen to support Lifelights' work for life limited and disabled children in this way. Over to you, Martin.
Thanks, Simon, and thank you, Vicky, for that lovely explanation of what the children receive from this. The Isle of Man Freemasons provided Lifelights with the initial 5-year commitment, which totaled £50,000, to enable Lifelights to provide that magnificent facility at Rebecca House. We've been shown the equipment in use, and the sheer delight on the faces of the children is always a joy to see. And as the new head of Freemasonry in the Isle of Man, I'm delighted that Lifelights will be enhancing and upgrading this much needed assistive and inclusive technology to the benefit of those life limited and disabled children of the Isle of Man. We know that this will give these children and their families wonderful new experiences that they may never have thought possible. And ever since we started working with Lifelights, when they first donated this amazing technology for the children of the Isle of Man a few years ago, we've been pleased to become a part of opening the door of opportunity to these young people. So we know that this new and highly advanced equipment will be of an enormous benefit. On behalf of all Isle of Man Freemasons, I would like to wish both Lifelights and Rebecca House well with this excellent partnership, which I'm sure will bring a lot of smiles and fun and laughter for our life limited disabled children here on the Isle of Man. Isle of Man Freemasons are delighted to see Lifelights' continued support for this great project, and we in turn will ask our lodges and chapters to rally behind this wonderful cause.
Martin, thank you so much for those kind words. It really means so much for us to be able to work in partnership with you on the island, as well as the Children's Hospice. It would be remiss of me not to mention that your past Provincial Grand Master Keith Dalrymple, who we first brokered this relationship with, as well as Graham Lawrence, who helped so much when we came over to the island before. Now I would like to present Vicky with this frame certificate and these training vouchers, which are to be redeemed as and when you need the support. You just have to ask. So over to you, Vicky. Also, don't forget that this package includes Lifelights technical support to ensure that this equipment is kept in good working order for these children for whom every second counts. So please do call if you have any issues, or even if you just can't remember how to turn it on. So yes, please remember we're there for the duration. And also, Martin, I have this certificate for you, which I'd like to present to you, to the Freemasons of the Isle of Man, for all your ongoing support.
As if by magic here it appears in the Isle of Man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It really is our very, very great pleasure. So look, that's the formal proceedings over with. And without further ado, I now declare this package open for all your children to enjoy at Rebecca House.